Hey folks, it's been a good month since my last update, so I thought I'd pop in and say hi to folks. I've had quite a fun month. May's been real cool. First off, I guess May marked the end of my first academic year at Vanderbilt, with the year ending, finals wrapping up, commencement, and all of that stuff. So I made it through the first academic year, and already planning on the second one. Got a lot of really cool projects I'm going to be working on this summer, so remains to be seen how year 2 goes. I think I'll have a little bit of a clearer idea going in how everything's going to be. But really, that's just work stuff. I had a really cool trip to Minnesota towards the beginning of the month. I got a chance to go to Carleton College to do some trainings and workshops and a screening and Q&A for transgeneration, and it was a really great opportunity. It's one of my favorite things to do is going around the country. I haven't had the chance to go anywhere besides the U.S. I would absolutely love to. But I went to Carleton as a guest of the Gender and Sexuality Center there, and got to do 3 events on the same day. In the morning, I got to do a presentation on transgender students, gender systems, the binary in higher ed, a little bit on Brent Bilodeau's research on genderism, and then kind of what the issues and concerns are for trans students on campus, and some ways to affect change. And that was for student affairs professionals, so people who are in my field, housing folks, folks that work in multicultural affairs type of settings, so folks who are in the service of students, basically. In the afternoon, I got to do a presentation more focused on Brent's genderism research in a class entitled Psychology of Gender, which was great. I hadn't had the opportunity to do such a focused presentation to a classroom of undergraduate students. I've had opportunities of popping into classrooms and doing either a panel and Q&A and or things along those lines, but never had a full class session to myself, which was fantastic. So deeply indebted to the instructor that gave me that opportunity, and that was a lot of fun. And then in the evening was kind of like a standard screening of part of the documentary, and then a Q&A afterwards. And in between, just kind of had meals with people and students and professionals, and it was awesome. I got a chance to connect with someone from my undergrad who now works at Carleton, and then the night before, I got to connect with folks that I'd met through UVM and hang out with them in Minnesota, in the city actually, a little bit, and check out some stuff off my beer list. So that was an incredible trip. But I had an even better trip last weekend, or I guess the weekend before last. I went back to Vermont. Got a chance to see a whole lot of people that I miss deeply. I saw the last of the grads that I worked with graduate, and some really special people going out there into the field, going all over the country. For sure gonna do amazing things, and it was a good chance to see them one last time all kind of together, as well as some of my former colleagues and friends. A lot of them are also job searching, so if you're watching this, obviously good luck. And it was just good to see so many people in one place. I have to say that's the number one thing I miss about Vermont is all the people that I met there, and that I got to work with and really connect with closely. They're a very special group of people, and I don't think I'll ever be in a space and an environment that really nurtures relationships in that way, and with that kind of intensity. So I'm eternally grateful for it. It was also great to kind of be in that kind of environment without a duty phone. So yay. And it was just great weather and stuff. And I got my second tattoo. Show it right here. That's my second tattoo. And to explain it real quick, this is a cedar tree, which is on the Lebanese flag, so it's a very strong symbol of Lebanese pride. And then the letters under here are in Armenian. They say hi, which means Armenian in Armenian. But yeah, I'm really happy about how it turned out. It's real cool looking. So I'll be ready to do my next tattoo sometime soon, hopefully. I've already designed it. It's going to be this. So it's kind of like a combination trans symbol with a little bit of drag symbolism and gender performance symbolism there. That's going to be my next one. And then I'm just kind of in my head planning out fourth and fifth ones. It really is an addiction. And then besides that, I've been taking advantage of some good weather and enjoying pool time, but also reading a couple of really good books that I wanted to mention to folks. This has been popping up on my Tumblr too, so I know folks are seeing this a little bit. Neither Here Nor There by Nick Krieger. Awesome book. Just Nick's story through exploring, well, I guess I read somewhere that Nick prefers for folks to talk about Nina as the character in the book. So Nina's journey through gender exploration and kind of figuring out what gender means to Nina and all that kind of stuff. And it's very raw, it's very honest, and the writing is very much in kind of the present. You just feel like you're going through the journey, through the thoughts and processes with Nina. And it was really an easy read. Obviously a talented writer. So it really turned me on to Nick Krieger's other writings. He has a blog and writes for Original Plumbing. So I'll be paying a lot more attention to his stuff in the future. And then this one's not necessarily a new book, but and I know a lot of folks who are interested in gender studies and masculinity studies and stuff like that probably heard of it. But it's Guyland by Michael Kimmel. It's the perilous world where boys become men, understanding the critical years between 16 and 26. For anybody that really wants to understand cis male culture between those ages, in particular in the United States, this is a really good book. I've really gotten a little bit more of an insight into that world, not having been born into it and raised in it and stuff. This kind of escaped me a little bit. I've had the great fortune of having friends that have been given me their own insight and their own experience and been really open about their maleness and their gender, which again, one of those really cool and unique things that I got from my friends at UVM was talking about that stuff, as and which is rare, which is guys being really raw and honest about their gender with each other. But in any case, Michael Kimmel goes around the country and interviews folks, interviews guys between those ages, and gets some really honest testimonials, and kind of breaks it down and talks about media influence, including like video games and things like that. What those vehicles mean to these guys, what the guy code is, and really talks about guys, not boys and men, but just like this in between stage of guys, and pornography and sex and all of these things. So it's really great read. Definitely recommend it for anyone interested in gender studies, especially masculinity studies. And that's pretty much it. Now I think I've got a good month coming ahead up for me too. Some exciting stuff that I'm looking forward to. I'm taking some driving lessons this month. I've never learned how to drive, So taking a few lessons from friends here and there, but nothing kind of sustained. So I'm gonna do that. My birthday's coming up on Monday. My 2 years post-surgery is coming up on the 9th, which I think is Thursday. So some really cool dates coming up. I think it's going to be a really fun month. And it's really relaxed at work, and so it's pretty stress-free. Oh, and the other cool thing that I just tried, I went to my first hot yoga session yesterday. Wow. I've never even done yoga, period. I think I've done 20 minutes off of a DVD. This was amazing. It was the most excruciatingly painful thing I've ever done, but felt so amazing afterwards. So Bikram, hot yoga, really great. Got a Groupon for a place, so I thought I'd give it a try. One of the things that I do want to spend some time to do is connect to the spiritual elements of that. Because while I'm obviously taking advantage of this commercialized version and of a practice, I want to be a little bit more intentional in infusing some of the spiritual aspects of it, so that I'm not. Well, I am culturally appropriating it. I want to be honest. I am culturally appropriating at this moment. So I want to figure out how I can do that with a little bit more integrity to my values. It's something that, as I am on my own spiritual quest, I'm seeking anyway. Having some really good conversations with a couple of friends about that stuff. And kind of trying to figure out how to be in communion with God, in whatever that means to me, and it's been kind of hard to do lately. So for many reasons, I won't go into it right now. So I just kind of I'm wondering if this will be another avenue for me to explore a little bit. So we'll see. Feel free to call me out on my shit. That's it for now. I know this was kind of all over the place and rapid, but that's what I got. Hope everyone's doing well. I'll be sure to make a few more of these this month, since I'm around a little bit more. Alright, take care.